Hello everybody, my name is Maxon91 and this is World of Tanks Blitz as usual. In front of us we have the Nashorn. So, my personal opinion about this vehicle is that when you learn how to play with it, you can get very nice games, and when your team does not have any kind of clue what he is doing, the things may go very far and very worse very fast. I know too much varies, but this is the truth. Now the Nashorn is a tier 6 German anti-tank self-propelled gun or self-propelled anti-tank gun or tank destroyer. The Nashorn has 1000 hit points. If we speak for armor department, from my point of view, this thing does not have any kind of armor, because the frontal armor is 30 mm, the sides armor is 20 mm, and the back armor is partially 20 mm. The other part is non-existent. The reason for this is that this vehicle has an open battle compartment, which, well, in this case is pretty much normal. That the back part of this vehicle, it isn't with 100% armor plating covered. The vehicle weighs 24.02 tons. I don't have any kind of clue from where the 20 kilograms are coming from. Maybe from this lunchbox over here, or log, or I don't know what the hell is this, or this jack here. No kind of clue. The vehicle has 385 brake horsepower engine. By the way, I don't have any kind of clue where the freaking engine is. I only can tell you that I think is under here, but I'm not sure. Which means in the middle of the vehicle. Maximum speed of this vehicle 45 kilometers an hour. It can get up to this speed relatively fast. The traverse rate of the vehicle is 50.77 degrees per second, which is pretty nice. And with this gun, now for the guns, this is very important. Now the first gun has a lower time of reload, lower time of aiming, but the gun dispersion is horrendous. If you have never played through the German tank destroyer line and somehow you're going to the Nashorn without the second gun, I do not envy you, but also, no matter that lower amounts of penetration and lower values of damage, you can compensate for that with the higher rate of fire, which even the Comet can envy you for that. With the second gun, you again will have a lower amount of penetration, lower amount of aiming time, lower amount of reload time, but you will have the same amount of damage rolls. So yeah, with the second gun you cannot out reload the Comet. With the third gun, which is this one, again an 88mm gun, the second and the third gun are 88mm, but the second gun has a shorter barrel, which means it isn't very accurate. Now the third gun has less rate of fire, which means you will get only 10.69 shells per minute rate of fire. The amount of time which is needed for reloading is 5.6 seconds. With the first gun is 4.07, with the second gun is 4.97 seconds, which, yeah. But the aiming time is 3 seconds, in the other cases is 2 something, which isn't very big of a deal. And the most important things, the gun dispersion, or the dispersion of the ballistic trajectory of the shell after you fire the freaking shell, is less. In this case is 0290 at 100 meters. If some of you are asking yourself, what the heck is this and why the heck is so important, let's say it like that. If you fire on vehicle which is 300 meters away, now 0.290 meters at 100 meters, which means the shell is going to veer off right, left, or downwards, mainly downwards, with this amount of meters at every 100 meters. So with the higher distance, bigger chance to miss. When let's say if you are playing with the KV2 with the short barrel 152mm gun, you will have a half a meter at every 100 meters. So if you fire in 300 meters distance, well, yeah, we all know that the Russian vehicles have laser guided shells, GPS guided and satellite guided with imagery and so on. And don't forget, sometimes even the hand of Stalin himself is doing some things. But with the German vehicles, the things aren't in that way. Hitler will not guide your shots. You will need the gun to be accurate. So in the first case, in the first gun case, I'm sorry, it's 0299, which isn't bad, but in the second gun the dispersion is 0317, which is very bad for tier 6 self-propelled gun, excluding all of the Russian self-propelled guns, or TDs. With the third gun you have a better accuracy overhaul with this vehicle. The view range is 264 meters, and now the average penetration and average damage in this order for each type of shell. For the armor piercing you will get average penetration of 203mm, while with the first gun it's going to be only 150. With the second gun it's going to be 195 or 45, just for a second. 145, which means with the third gun you're getting the deal. With the APCR shells, the things are in the same way. With the first gun you will get 194mm of penetration, with the second 195, because the gun is bigger. The first gun is 75mm long barrel gun, the second gun is 88mm but short barreled. The third gun is again 88mm, but it's a long barreled gun, which means 237mm. The damage is 190. I'm not going to commentate for the first and second gun because, well, with the second gun the damage is nearly the same, but with the first gun it's 135, which, yeah. With the high explosive, with the first gun, which is the 75mm, is the penetration is 20mm and 200 damage. With the second gun, I think it was the same, exactly the same thing. Yes, 45mm and 270 damage. With the third gun, again 44mm and 270 damage. I don't know why I'm keep saying 20. No matter. Now, keep in mind that first, to get a big amount of damage you must penetrate your target. Second, for the high explosive particularly, yes, it has a higher amount of damage, but the high explosive must penetrate its target to deal this amount of damage, or it must at least be fired on low armored vehicles like let's see, like the Leopard, like the VK, like the Speerpanzer 1, or like the Panzer 4, like another Nashorn, or Panzer STF I4C, here we do not have very light armored vehicles, like the Hellcat, for instance, like the T-67, like the Chaffee, like the Bulldog, like the T-37, even like the M7. For the British vehicles I won't even try, because, well, the only low armored vehicle which you may see eventually is the Electo. For the Japanese, the Chino is pretty well armored. There you won't, holy crap, need any kind of high explosive. For the French, the S35CA, the AMX CLC, the AMX12T, and even if you encounter the AMX 3075, try the first shot with high explosive. This does not mean that if you do not deal a very big amount of damage with the high explosive, you must keep on the high explosive, because Max 91 told you. If you do not get even 100 damage points, switch to armor piercing. You are going to penetrate these vehicles pretty easy, and with the armor piercing you will get at least 220 damage, which is a damage. So yeah. Now let's go to the games which I had recorded. In two of the games I had a very nice team, and we had the victory in our sights. But in the third game you all will see I had done 2000 damage, but over home my team was, well, not very well organized. So yeah, I hope you all will enjoy the video. So yeah, bye bye for now.